Welcome to the Bad Mood channel. This is Badante, and we are back on Fortnite. I wanted to give you guys a walkthrough on this one a little bit better than before. I noticed that the audio was having bugs, so to speak, on the last video. So with this one, we'll touch base on everything. I'll just walk you guys through with everything I've known so far. So when you first start out on Fortnite, it's basically a game to where you're defending against the zombie hordes, using weapons of different types and skills of different types, and even up to 4 different classes of different types. Now, these fights are going to be taking place in 2 different areas. One is the mission areas, which is a whole bunch of areas in different biomes, so to speak, and the areas are made up of neighborhoods, outdoor areas, the city, that type of stuff. Now, the other area to where you'll be fighting in is your home base. And that's a small area where it's just your home base and your forts that you've built to protect the cores from the zombie waves that come in. And you start those. You have the power to initiate those when you're ready. So you're basically building up your fort to fight against these and protect the cores against these waves of zombies when you're ready for them. Now that's in your home base. Outside of that, you're basically going to be working on your missions and your quests. Alright, so that's the basic premise. So we'll start off with heroes. For heroes, there's 4 different classes. Like I said, there's what is it called? Outlander, which is like a scout class, and you'll see these guys or girls around. Let me show you some. There's one right there. Each class has their own different abilities. Scouts are known for their ability to shoot pistols and to summon like a robot turret, and also summon a giant metal pinata that drops a whole lot of mats for people, so they're really handy. The next class, soldier class. This class is just what it sounds like. It's a gun-toting class, so you'll be using mainly guns with them. Special abilities is fighting type stuff, grenades and so forth. The next class is one of the most popular ones, ninja class, and of course there's his abilities is throwing stars, smoke grenades, swords, those type of things. Their jump ability, they can double jump, which helps a lot in a lot of different situations. And the last class, which is probably the most important to me anyways, is a constructor class. These folks will be the builders. They're more efficient, they're more effective at it, and they have abilities that increase the defensive powers of your forts, more armor, so to speak. And as you can see, they have different styles for each one, different looks. Right now, let's switch this up. It's right there. And I'm going to put ninja as my main class right now. Okay, perfect. And of course, so you have other spots that you can fill up to increase your stats and so on. The map, you start off in Stonewood. The next area after that is going to be Plankerton. After that, it's going to be Canny Valley. And then after that, it'll be Twin Peaks. I've played for over a year in Alpha, and the farthest I made it was Canny Valley, if that gets you any idea. So it is definitely a lot of work at it to make it to Twin Peaks. Alright, so that's map, that's heroes. Let's go to squads. Squads is going to be where you move up your level, and there's your level right there. You'll be doing different things to move up your level, but one of the main ones is adding to this survivor squad area. You get these through missions and pinatas that you pick up. But the more you fill them out, the higher your stats get, and you can change them to manipulate the team offense, or these stats right here. And so I'll pull these up, and you can see they have icons here, and these icons are supposed to match up to get the best stats. And as you can see, if I selected this one would only match up, half. It wouldn't match up red, or 100%, because it's got this red icon here. Same with all of these. And Same goes for the squad as well. So whenever you're filling these out, you're basically going to be trying to get these to light up, these icons. Outside of that, you can choose which stats you want to try to use if you have that option, meaning you have more than one of these guys with both icons lit up. So then you can choose, well, which stat do you want better? Shield regen bonus or something else. And you can see there's many different groups of them. Defender Squad, this is for your base. You can actually summon these guys at your home base to help defend them. The catch is you have to supply their gun or their weapons and their ammo if it requires ammo. But they do help out. This is pretty good, like if you can't find online players to help you out, or in addition to. Next one, Armory. Huge area, Schematics. These are the recipes you pick up over time. And they have a con system just like most other games. Gray, blue. Blue's rare. Then there's next is purple, which is epic. And then the next one is legendary weapons, orange con. You can see I've got quite a few of them already, even though the game's just started. That is because I've gotten a Ultimate Founders Pack edition. So I got hooked up big time. And these schematics, this is the slot for all of them, but you can do it to where it's just ranged weapons and melee weapons. Now these are just the ones I've kept. Any other ones I've recycled to get points, so I can then take those points and spend them on the leveling of the weapons I do want to keep. So you have ranged weapons, melee, and then your traps as well. You can see all my stuff is basically leveled up. I'm getting ready to level them up to the second tier, which I've just recently opened that ability, so now I can start working on those. Alright, so that's that. Heroes I've talked about. Defenders, those are the folks that defend your base, we talked about. Survivors, help increase your level, we talked about that. Transformation, you can transform things that you collect in the game. So transforms a set of items into a random hero. Can create up to an epic item. So it's basically a transformation into a better item. And so forth. Collection book is fairly new. I haven't quite used it yet. But if you collect them, you get a bonus. I haven't started collecting them yet. But we soon will. Skills. This is where you're going to be spending all your level points, basically. And you can see you got one main section that you'll be starting off with, and you have to get to here. Once you're there, then you get on tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and so on. And you can see I've been working on tier 2 already. So tier 2 would allow you to do different things, like unlock a new defender slot, or, better yet, unlock a new survivor slot so you can increase your stats, or even give you different abilities like an airstrike. You can call an airstrike down on the zombies. Enhance your stats, enhance your weapons. There's tons of different things in here. So that's that section there. They have another section for leveling, and that's research. Mainly for abilities enhancing your tech builds, or even adding more survivors. Enhancing your armor, enhancing your weapons, enhancing your health. Those type of things. And here, it's a time duration thing, so you get these points by the amount of time you spent on. So I've been off for most of the day, so I'll collect, and you can see, boom, that's a lot. So I can come in here now and spend my points. And here, we'll go to offensive. Alright, so that's skills. Next tab, loot.
Look, I'm a llama, not a dragon.
So these llamas you can get from missions as a reward, or you can purchase them from the store. Pay real money for them, which you don't really need to do. You can get them in the game. But they give you different random rewards. There's 3 different types of llamas. This normal one here, There's a silver one, and then there's a gold one. You can get those by hitting them, and it's a random thing, so you never know when it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, right. Just a little to the left.
No silver for me, so
Adios.
just normal.
Enjoy!
And here's all the different things that you can get. You get V-Bucks from doing missions, and you can spend those V-Bucks on getting llamas. Same with Founders, but I think that's going to be for limited time only, maybe for like this first month, and then that's it. There's the store, pretty straightforward stuff. I haven't used it for a long time. Next is quests. Straightforward, tells you what you need to do. This is where you're going to be finding your path, where you need to go, what you need to do. Main quest is the most important one. This is what's going to get you forward into different biomes and also move your home base along in the missions. Once you complete your home base missions, then you can move on to the next biome. And you do those through the main quest. You can see right now it's pretty generic right now. I just had to explore a 19 plus zone successfully. Really easy stuff. They're not all like this. They can be hard. They get harder as it goes. So that's what we're going to be working on now. So fairly easy stuff. We're going to jump into a mission right away. So we'll be doing it in my current zone, Plankerton. And here is the general area of Plankerton. You can see, you can click on them, see the reward, you can see the level requirement for it. Well, it's not required, it's a recommendation. You can get in there under a lower level. Now, there are some mats that I'm looking for specifically when I do a mission. Currently, it's called Raindrops. So I'm going to search through all these missions. I'm going to line up this right here. I want it to be level 19 or higher, along with one of the rewards to be Raindrop to help, get the most from my time. Alright, so let's see. Survivor. Get ready. Oh, and by the way, there's the home base. Alright, so there is the Raindrop. I'm looking for these because this helps level my whatever, either it's a hero or a weapon or a trap to tier 2. And you need, it's a lot. It's like 20 Raindrops for whichever one you're trying to level up to the next tier. So that's what I'm working on right now. This mission right here is Rescue the Survivors. I've done a video on it already, but heck, we'll do another one. Let's check it out. So the mission fills it up with 4 people. That's the max amount you can have. You can see everybody's of level, so that's good. We're going to be going after survivors. That's the entire mission, just to rescue them. Some require you to go and find an item for them before they will allow you to rescue them. Others just want you to protect them against the waves of zombies coming at them. It progressively gets worse and worse, or harder and harder, the more survivors you do. You can reach the max amount of survivors found, and then work on bonus survivors, which of course gives you bonus points, which translates into a better chest, better rewards at the end.
Danger! Survivor in danger! So many husks! No. Saving lives! Hurry! one's gonna believe this. Another one. You're the best.
Shit. I do not like those guys. They can be very nasty if you let them. They basically shoot out lasers from their eyes. Mess you up.
Survivor in danger. Can't. I could really use some help. Come here, Baldy. Survivor in danger. Husks! Life saved.
Oh, come on.
Getting swarmed! Check your map for the location of the medkit. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. Good save.
So you can see I use different weapons for different situations. Hotkey your stuff makes it a whole lot easier when you're switching up. You can see down in my hotkey screen, the sword is epic, and my guns are legendary. That's just how I roll. Alright, so we're looking for the next survivor.
You serious?
I like to cover the outer areas just to get it done, because you're gonna have to search them anyways. And it's like it's an O, it's a donut shape. Everything in the middle is the city, and I can guarantee all the other players
Survivor in danger.
are checking that now.
Another saved life. Whew. Check your map for the
This
location of
thing-
the medkit.
I've yet to figure out. That's new. You can see it damaged me from just getting close.
Away! Husks! Please help! Survivor in danger. So creepy. Survivor in danger. Aw, you make it look easy.
Tell your friends. There's too many of them! Wish I could. I could really use some help!
We're gonna need a bigger base.
Now, most people will group up to do these. Not me. After a while, you'll get used to different tricks. With me, you can see I like to switch up my weapons and keep the guns blazing. So we are just about done covering the outer area. Soon we'll head in to the middle, to the city. And somebody's already been here because I see stuff built. That is where I started off at. Alright, so we'll head into the middle now, look for survivors there.
Please help!
Double jump!
Survivor in danger.
Here they
Give me
come!
time. The dead wall. You serious?
Wow!
All right.
See you soon.
Kicking ass. Oh yeah.
More humans, fewer corpses. Win-win.
Oh, look at that. I bet you there's one up there. These RVs, really popular spot for survivors, so let's check it out. Wow, it's a chasm too.
Survivor in danger.
Sure enough.
Getting swarmed! Surprise. No one's gonna believe this.
Keep up the good work. Aw, you make it look easy.
So we have reached the amount that we need for the mission. Now it's just bonus. So, well, we've been doing it for a while. Bonus rescued 6. So, I can goof off and farm mats now.
Skull Patrol!
Good save.
So while we were waiting for the mission to end, I'll talk about home bases or building forts. Different styles. I know people who like to build funnels and try to tunnel them in. I know people who will try to cover just the outskirts and
5 minutes left.
not the core itself, meaning they're covering the doors only with traps and builds. Then there's other people, for God knows what reason, like to build pyramids, which is probably one of the frickin' worst ideals you could ever do. If you don't believe me, try it. Learn the hard way. But it basically ends up putting you in King of the Mountain type event, and where they're constantly on top of your core, and you're constantly having to deal with them. I've seen another stupid thing start to happen where people don't even cover the cores. They just build half walls and make a maze as if the zombies can't shoot. And yeah, they can. They don't have to walk up to your core to hurt it. They can shoot it from afar, and they do it constantly. So however that became a thing, I don't know. But I can only assume it's because people are new and don't know better. One of the safest bets that you can do is to build a square. Put up an armored square around your core, and then surround it with traps, and then put a mini wall after that. So they have to get to the mini wall, which has you shooting them from safely behind that mini wall, and healing that mini wall. And if they do make it behind it, well, they got traps there lined up around the armored building, and since it's a square, you can cover 2 sides at once, or move a short distance to cover the other 2 sides at once. Real simple, easy stuff. You can do that type of defense with just one person, or with a limited amount of people. That's the way I prefer. And I'll show you guys exactly what I mean after this mission. I'll take you to my home base. And in fact, I'll show you both of them. So for each biome, you get you also get a new home base area that you have to protect along with that biome. So since it's 4 biomes, that means you're going to have 4 different home bases. I'm on the second one at the moment. There is another style I forgot. It's an old style done back in alpha and beta. Worked out really nice. It seemed to be pretty effective. It was a pyramid, but it was a upside down pyramid. I'll have to show you with what I mean in one of these videos, but not today. But it worked out nice. You won't think of it, but yeah, it worked out really nice.
2 minutes before I have to pull you out. Saving lives.
That right there.
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
And that's all she wrote.
I can't believe it. That was nearly everyone.
Missed it by 1 for there's 9 different survivors for the bonus. Alright, let's head over to the home base. I'll take you to the first one. The one I am done with. Back in Alpha, they had 10 waves. I noticed in this one, it only went up to like 6 or 7. Kind of a disappointment. I enjoy those. But, oh well.
Guess who still exists? Me! That's who! I still have my memories! My secret fears, sharks, clowns, zoos after closing time, my hopes and dreams, see my vision board for details. I honestly can't even tell what's changed. Shelter plans uploaded. Huh. Did we all just learn a whole lot about experimental storm fighting technology?
Jesus,
Or
we got a
just
lot.
me? Just me? Cool, cool. I've got a lead on the DJ, Commander. I knew Pop was closing in on the DJ's location, so I analyzed where all of Pop's pieces landed, which was gross. Then I ran a series of deeply disturbing simulations. I came up with a set of locations where the bomb may have exploded. I have a hunch the DJ may be near one of those locations.
So there's what the cores look like. Well, the first one anyways. This is the main core that you'll be protecting in your home base. In mine, you'll notice right away you can't see them because it's surrounded by an armored building. With armor, you have 3 different types of materials, 3 different tiers of armor development. So wood, brick, steel, and tier 1, 2, 3 in armor. I prefer the strongest, of course, steel, armor 3.
When you're ready to start the fight, select Expand Shield from the Storm Shield console.
And you can see that in the way you put them up. So like this right here, that's steel tier 1 armor. Whereas over here, that's steel tier 3 armor. Completely different.
Whew.
There's a weird piece just sticking right there. Huh. Okay. But this is the core. It shoots out a beam of energy, pushing away the storm in a radius. And that's why we're protecting it. You can see here taking damage from blasts that have came in. It's pretty some heavy damage. So we'll get that healed up now. It's 6 waves that I've done so far, and then it moved me on to the next one. I'm guessing that there might be missions to come back here and complete the rest of it.
Wish I could.
Get it all the way to 10. But who knows? Maybe they removed it. Maybe it's just 6 waves now. I don't know. Alright, so this is actually just the rooftop. This isn't a place where people fight at, really. Let's take you to the main area.
Oh!
So you can see it's death everywhere. My core is somewhere in there. And it is a square building, but it's surrounded by layers and layers of traps and walls. So in order for them to get to it, they have to go through corridors of traps. And so when you're fighting, there'll be what I call death boxes or kill boxes, like this. So you'll be here shooting them with your friends, just going nuts. And I'll show you around. Let's show you the core. So the core has a lot of mini walls or half walls. So I got one there. Here's the second one. Now here's a full armored wall, or no, tier 2 wall. And then here's a tier 2 wall as well. And you can see there's the core, which is pretty well protected. If it does go up more waves, like to wave 10 that you have to protect this with, because I'm at wave 6 right now, then what I'll do is finish the armor and all of this. Because wave 10 is nasty stuff. But you can see, I mean, in order for them to get to the building to even hit it, I mean, you're getting hit on the floor, you're getting hit on the ceiling, you're getting hit on the walls. Repeatedly. On top of being shot at by the players. So here's the second core that I protected. You can see it a lot better. It's not so well covered as that one is. So this is the basic premise. You can see it's not really finished. I didn't need to finish it to complete 6 waves. But here it is. The mini wall, trap floor, trap wall, trap ceiling. They come into this, they're getting hit, even if you're not shooting them. But you will be, because you'll be floating around here, covering both sides, including incoming. And you got your healing pads. And so there's quite a few cores that you have to protect. So I showed you the first one, this is the second one. There's a third one out here. Not quite finished, but you can see it coming along. The traps are coming in, the armor's coming in. This side's pretty much done. So when they come in from this side, and there's a core that's not protected that hasn't been activated yet, hasn't been built. So that's what they look like beforehand. And this is what they look like now. So these help keep the storm away. Right, last core. I think I got. Yeah, I've gotten 4 protected. So the 4th one is this one. This one's pretty well protected, pretty heavily armored. They've attacked this one a lot, and they've never broken past the mini walls. These. I think the worst thing that they've done is they damaged this right here, this square. Now to replace it. Mixed in with these armored boxes or buildings, I have sniper towers, which I like to make out of wood. Just because I don't use wood in anything else, and they won't be attacking this really. They're coming after the cores, so you can get away with just using wood for protection. And you'll see these sniper towers dotted all over the place. Like so. And even one way up there.
Hang on.
So I mean, once you got your core protected, you can get fancy. You can go nuts. This area is pretty well protected. I love this area because I mean, it gives you a shooting gallery, which these monsters are coming down these death trap halls like this. I mean, they're just getting crushed coming down these halls, on top of us shooting them. And that will be it for now. We'll make our next video in a day or so. But guys, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. I do plan on making more and more content. This channel will only increase in its content and its style and its detail. And there's a lot of things I'm learning about the channel, but stick with me. There's a lot of cool things to come. I do a lot of alpha games. I do a lot of old games. I think by the end of the year I'll have close up to like a 300 game library to use, so it'll be pretty big. I'm already at like around 125. Once I repair one of my consoles, it'll be up to like 225, something like that. So, but stick with me. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. Better games to come. Until next time, my name is Badante. Thanks for watching the Bad Mood Channel, and we'll see you later.